Wonderful. So let's hop over the chart. I hope everything is clear. If not, then well, happens. So let's mark Friday's price action, because Friday was just Fridaying around. And for those who think I yap too much, click away and learn ICT. He yaps even more. Okay, so I don't care if you like me or not. I don't need you and you don't need me. So we are gonna go straight to the 1 a.m. We are gonna go straight to the 5 a.m. and we're gonna go straight mark the 9 a.m. Okay, since I yap too much. Fucking midgets. And we're gonna mark the 9 p.m. This is everything that you need to mark out. Okay, so these lines in here are even irrelevant. You can all just mark out the beginning of the day, which is, yes, it's 17, so like 5 p.m. You can also just mark out 0, because 0 is the true day open. So I would consider a trade tradable, or yeah, I would consider entering in a trade for sells above the open, so in between here, which is literally nothing, or to buy is below the open. And since here the daily, let's hop into the 2 hour to see the weekly profile. For the week here, Monday range got turtle souped. Monday range got turtle souped by Tuesday, also on Dixie. Tuesday got broken out of on EU, but the turtle souped on Dixie. And Thursday turtle soup Wednesday, Thursday turtle soup Wednesday on Dixie, but not on EU. Okay, and here it was just turtle soups after turtle soup, so you could have entered for a sell here, 50%, easily closed. Sell here, 50%, as you see, easily closed perfectly. And then here Friday turtle soups Thursday high, then drops down lower. Thursday. Okay, Thursday drops down lower, closing off this nice CRT here, and Friday just finishing off with a nice close. For you to see here, this shitty thing here was just a consolidation. Let's imagine this was week open. You have a low, you have a high, and you have a close. This is a nicely viewed OLHC or OLHC, in better words, where you have 3 or even 4 whole days as a consolidation. And yes, this consolidation may be ugly as shit, and yes, some of you may have not traded it successfully, even not even me, sorry, my English is not that bad, good, bad, whatever. Not even me traded this perfectly, but I still managed to grab some nice swings to at least the 50%, where I will right now show you some nice things for, as you see, these zones here, and I won't ever go over that again, as I've mentioned it in my course. 8 p.m. to 0 is Asia. Okay, from 2 or 1, you can use whatever you want, to 5 is London. And from 8 to 11 or 12, whatever, you can also use from 8 to 11. You don't need those two. The only two relevant things are this. You have to know that from like at around 3 a.m. there's a lot of volatility coming in. 2 a.m. is most likely a Judas swing, okay? Here nothing happened, 2 a.m. was no Judas. Well, if you consider this a Judas, but I don't do. But still, you just need to understand that here there's a lot of volatility coming in. So if you want, you can also turn these off and only trade with this one. Since I only trade with this one, let's keep it clean like this. Okay, you have your Asia zone here. And now bear with me. This is your Asia zone. And this is your 9 p.m. candle. Okay, like this. Now I won't ever explain this again because I don't give a shit and I don't have to. And the best part is for you, you can backtest this whenever you want. You can also backtest this on Thursday. It happened exactly the same. You can sell off here, you can buy off here, and then hold the buy since your bias was bullish anyway to finish off the CRT. But yeah, exactly the same for Dixie. Okay, we're just gonna use Dixie for our correlation, which we've mentioned also in the course. If you haven't watched it, I recommend you do, because else you miss out on a lot of things. Okay, so this is our nice second candle, first candle, second candle. And for those who already see, you have accumulation, manipulation, distribution immediately in one candle, but this is what a 1 a.m. model looks like. For those who trade it, it's also a 3 a.m. model, okay? So the purge, the liquidity purge of a consolidation occurs at 3 a.m. What happens here is you form a consolidation 3 a.m. literally 3:15, or if you want to use this here 3:10, grabs liquidity and closes off bullish. As soon as you see this here, this swing high getting candle close, the high that broke the low gets candle closed. As soon as you see this, you press buy. For those who missed out on this trade, you can use this here, this nice order block or this extreme, and you can still re-enter. Okay, very, very nice entry possibility here like this if you are a supply demand trader, which would have occurred perfectly. So you consolidate around a little bit here, maybe even hit the key area. For those who are fast to accelerate on trading or on placing trades, you can either enter here or immediately if the candle is something around here, and then you close off above here or let the trade run. Okay, I would have closed off here. So I entered like this here for a nice buy. Okay, very, very sexy, very simple. And this was the buy, but I didn't consider buying this day since it was Friday and time to close off the charts with a nice pullback. And Friday managed to indeed do this pullback. Okay, where you see you here have the 1 a.m. range. Okay, this is from 1 to 5. You mark out the 4-hour candle. Okay, this is here the range, 50% perfectly overlapping with this breaker. Okay, so you could have bought off of this breaker if you wanted to. I don't consider buys anymore, so I just sold. Okay, so overlapping with the breaker, overlapping with the PD area, which is in the discounted area here, with nice fair value gaps, and also if you want to consider it a nice order block. So no shit, Sherlock, that you won't get a reaction from here. But anyways, you wait for a nice liquidity purge here, and this is a little bit intermediate, but this here is a swing low in the lower time frame in 3 minutes. As you see here, this swing low, and let's replay it for all the dumb people or the not so fast people. You've consolidated here, and yes, this still manages, or this still counts as a consolidation. You grab the high immediately, so you open high, and then you could push lower. You have here the low, which broke the high. Oh, candle closed, enter for a sell. I entered here for a sell, just like this. Okay, very, very nice. Trade runs, and we come back again, and then I was like, oh nice, I could re-enter. You see, you candle close here again, this or whatever you want to use this here. I use this whole thing since it candle close the whole thing. And then you have a nice fair value gap with a nice re-entry possibility. I re-entered here, stop loss above this high, and this is simple price action entries. Okay, We then immediately smash our take profit, 1. I close off 80% around here since I came to markets a little bit late. Okay, and then I move my stop loss above, I think, this high here, and this one I moved into stop profit also over this high. Okay, market then pushes lower even more, but then stops us out. Why? Because 5 a.m. is kill zones, and 5 a.m. also was a range, so you could have taken every single range. Okay, every single CRT which is tradable, oops, sorry, you could have taken on this day. The part is, or the thing is, you have no market structure shift in between here. And to consider this a market structure shift, yes, but then your trade would have looked something like this. I'm not the type of guy that likes to risk losing one trade, because I already made 2 winning trades and I made around 1% profits here. Okay, I made around 1% profits here, like this. I only trade with 0.5% risk. And here I had these 2 trades that were take profit and then stop profit. Why would I risk this here? Okay, to completely humiliate my risk to reward or my profits. Yeah, I know I'm right, yes, and we are most likely going to go for a pullback, but I already made 2 profits. So for me, in my trading plan, it's 2 losses, 1 win. Okay, and that's it. This is a simple CRT, so this is just the basics. And no, it's not pattern trading, since you have here swing lows, swing highs. This is literally the end of the week where you will be kept off of a nice, and since you already had a high, an open, a low, and this is right now the high, you can only imagine a closing. Having nice PD areas here to react from, turtle souping exactly at 9 or even 9:30, whatever. Okay, if you go to the 90-minute time frame, you see nicely nothing. Okay, nice. Well, then it was just a simple 5 a.m. CRT happens. 9 a.m. CRT here. If you want to buy here, then you can buy here, but this is ICT concepts and not CRT, and I only trade using CRT. So this was everything of today's breakdown. It was a little bit in depth. Also, this is simple 1 a.m., 5 a.m. and 9 a.m. model explained. The 5 a.m. model, where you could wait for a 6 a.m. purge to occur, it didn't happen on this day. Okay? It did not happen. It was a simple 5-minute 4-hour CRT. That's it, study that. It's very, very simple. Open, high, low, close, power of 3, 5-minute time frame. If 5 minute doesn't show you nice things, and if you think there could be a nice swing low, go to the 3-minute. I allow you to do that now. You have a swing low breaking the high, the low which broke the high gets candle closed, and as soon as this happens, you are in and good to go.